Boy, DeWanna Bonner, you sure did look awful today. You looked awful today. You looked like a true liability on the floor.
Welcome back to Basketball Strike. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because this story is about to get intense. You're not going to believe this. After Game 3 of the WNBA Finals, the Phoenix Mercury didn't just lose, they completely imploded. And at the center of that meltdown was none other than DeWanna Bonner, who decided to take her frustrations out on, you guessed it, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever fan base. That's right, according to Bonner, it's apparently the Fever fans who are bullying her. The irony of that statement is almost poetic. Her rant came right after the third straight finals game failed to sell out, even though tickets were going for less than the price of a fast food combo meal. That's how low the supposed pinnacle of women's basketball has sunk. And this isn't some one-night dip or an isolated slump, it's a pattern. Every single finals game has had rows of empty seats. The event the league touts as its crown jewel is being sold off like clearance bin merchandise, and fans are walking right past it without a second glance. So how does a league that's spent the entire season bragging about record-breaking ratings and historic growth end up playing its championship in front of empty chairs? Let us know down in the comments why you think this year's finals has turned into a total disaster. Because right now, the Las Vegas Aces vs Phoenix Mercury matchup is shaping up to be one of the lowest rated WNBA finals we've seen in a very long time. The WNBA has spent this entire year basking in self-congratulation. Every press release, every ESPN headline, every sit-down interview has been about how the league is booming and thriving. But now that the finals are here, that illusion is crumbling fast. Ticket sales haven't dipped, they've cratered. The supposed wave of momentum has disappeared faster than Caitlin Clark on a fast break with 3 defenders and no whistle. News broke that for Game 3 of the finals, tickets were going for as low as $10. Yes, you heard that right, $10. And no, your speakers aren't broken. You can literally get into a WNBA Finals game for the price of a cheap lunch. It's insane. And this isn't some obscure stat buried in a spreadsheet somewhere. We're talking about Game 3 of the Finals, in a major market like Phoenix. You'd think fans would be lining up to see the best of the best, right? Wrong. The cheapest ticket is just $10. That's not a typo. $10. For the cost of a parking ticket, you can sit in the arena for the so-called biggest game of the year. Lower bowl seats? Around $25. Courtside behind the bench? Only $90. Second row? About $130. To put that in perspective, parking at a UFC fight in the same city costs more than a finals ticket. And if that wasn't bad enough, DeWanna Bonner, former Indiana Fever player who quit the team herself, is right back in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Her partner, Alyssa Thomas, has also caught attention for refusing to speak up about the current state of the league. It's not a good look. But here's where things go from embarrassing to downright depressing. Just a week ago, during the Indiana Fever's matchup against the Las Vegas Aces, those same seats were selling for 5 to 10 times more. Courtside tickets were going for $2,000 a pop. Yet now, for the finals, you can grab a front row seat for under $500, and even those aren't selling. The section behind the basket is sitting at around $300, and still struggling to fill up. And these aren't even resale prices. This is straight from the league itself. Let that sink in. The WNBA can't even give away tickets to its own championship series. Caitlin Clark's signature Nike t-shirt costs more than a finals ticket. And yes, that's the sad truth. Even Aya Wilson, a 4-time WNBA MVP, can't get ticket prices above $50. This isn't just bad, it's catastrophic. It shows exactly where the league stands right now, and it's not a pretty picture. And before anyone tries to excuse it by saying, well, Phoenix fans just don't care, let's stop right there. This is the same city that sells out literally everything: boxing, UFC, NBA games, concerts, rodeos, you name it. The problem isn't Phoenix. The problem is that nobody cares about this finals matchup. Sure, Bonner's Mercury clawed their way to the big stage, but outside of hardcore fans, there's no buzz, no excitement, no real anticipation. The casual audience, the same one Caitlin Clark brought into the league, checked out the minute she wasn't on the court. And that's the WNBA's worst nightmare come true. When Caitlin Clark isn't playing, the audience vanishes. When she was on the floor, tickets sold out within hours. You couldn't find a resale seat for less than $200. Every city she played in turned into a mini Super Bowl atmosphere. But now, no Caitlin, no crowd. The Caitlin Clark effect was the heartbeat of this league. And the moment she was removed from the picture, the entire energy flatlined. Let's not forget how we got here. The controversy leading up to this series was already centered around Clark's name. The Las Vegas Aces eliminated the Indiana Fever, but many fans believe the officiating in that matchup was questionable, almost like the refs made sure the Aces advanced to the finals. And now, here we are, with a finals series that's as lifeless as ever. This finals is the proof fans have been waiting for. The so-called WNBA growth isn't organic. It's borrowed. It's built almost entirely on the shoulders of one player who dragged the sport into mainstream relevance. Caitlin Clark wasn't just another star, she was the story. She filled arenas, spiked television ratings, sold merchandise, and gave sponsors something worth investing in. Without her, the league reverts to what it's always been, a niche product pretending to be a revolution. And yet, as the empty seats multiply, Commissioner Kathy Engelbert continues to do interviews calling this the strongest position the league has ever been in. Strongest? Please. If this is strength, then a sandcastle in high tide is a fortress. When your championship tickets cost less than a game of bowling, you've got a serious crisis on your hands. The pricing data exposes what Engelbert won't admit. When tickets first went on sale, upper-level seats were around $50. Within a week, they dropped by 20%. By tip-off, lower bowl seats were under $60. That's not growth, that's desperation. Fans are spending more money streaming the games than actually attending them in person. It's a full-blown PR nightmare. You can't spend all season thumping your chest about record-breaking attendance, and then fail to sell $10 tickets for your championship series. All the corporate sponsorships, Nike deals, and flashy ad campaigns mean nothing when your arena looks half empty on national television. You can't fake attendance numbers. Either fans show up, or they don't. And right now, the scoreboard says it all. They're not showing up. And let's be honest, part of the problem is the finals matchup itself. It has all the thrill of a Tuesday morning staff meeting. There's no real drama, no heated rivalry, no villain to root against. It's flat, uninspired, and painfully forgettable. And in a season where the WNBA has been louder than ever about its success, that silence from the stands is deafening.